Again, I appreciate everybody for tapping in. Make sure you just like this video, subscribe, because I'm going to make sure that you be having a lot of different updates with a lot of different families, a lot of different babies. You know what I'm saying? If it's real, it's going to be on here. And that's going to be some real shit. Now, let me go ahead and call Antonio, because he's been in the YouTube comments and he says that he has a lot to say about this. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of things that we was not privy to when it comes down to the news. So this is why we have to do deep dives on these cases so we can get some truth to this shit. Otherwise, we ain't gonna get it. You feel me? Antonio, I'm calling you right now.
Hello.
Hello, is Antonio there?
This is me, Tootie. How you doing?
What's going on, Antonio? I know you've been in the comments. I'm sorry to keep you waiting and everything like this. First of all, how are you doing this evening?
I'm all right. How you doing this evening?
I'm doing pretty good. Listen, I'm going to just let you get the floor. You can go ahead and introduce yourself, and you can let them know some of the pushback that you're being getting when you're trying to get some justice for your daughter. Listen, first of all, my heart goes out to you. I apologize that, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, you even have to go through this. I apologize for just a woman being responsible for some of your grief that you're experiencing. It just it's not cool. And you know, sometimes people don't want to take accountability to say that, but I want to lead with that. So right now I'm about to just let you have the floor, man, and you just go ahead and you just start from the beginning. When did you first find out that your daughter was missing?
Well, number one, Tootie, I want to tell you personally, vocally, that I appreciate your platform and you allowing me on your platform to even discuss my daughter.
Thank you.
When I first found out about my daughter, okay, I'm gonna give it to y'all raw.
Give it to us raw, bro.
I'm gonna give it to you raw. All right, so listen. I ended up taking 12 on a high-speed chase in 2021, okay? Ended up getting into a little jam and a pickle with some dudes I trusted. They tried to rob me. Blah, this kid, whatever. I took them on a high-speed chase, okay? I get probation, and I'm messing up probation, smoking and drinking. All right, so bam. They sit me down a couple of years later, which is 4/20 of 2024.
Okay.
This past year. So I had 18 months probation. It was a felony 6. I do 50% time. Bam, I sit down for 9 months. So I'm sitting down April. May, June roll around, okay? Sitting down in the county for like 2 months.
Okay.
They send me across the street to this work release program. I get over there June 20th, okay?
Okay.
So at this point, Jasmine had already contacted CPS and told them that she could no longer do it with the kids. You know, she tried to give them over to CPS and they didn't take them. They said they didn't have an open investigation on her, so they couldn't take them. Okay. Bam. July roll around. Okay. I'm working inside the work release program. I'm working. Then, as soon as after July roll around, the beginning of August, bam. Kids gonna go back to school August 11th. Well, I'm getting word the day before school, I'm in jail, you feel me? But I'm reaching out to my people, you know what I'm saying? I got money on my books, I'm good, I'm working, you know what I'm saying? So I'm reaching out to my people. They like, man, my mama like, I don't want to tell you son, but I know you ain't really got access to the outside world like that, but your daughter missing. So I mean, I'm like, what you mean she missing? From who? Which one? I got 4 girls, 2 boys, okay? JaNiyah is my oldest daughter and my only daughter with Jasmine. Now, I'm going to just kind of give you a background behind the relationship between me and JaNiyah's mother. Okay? So y'all can kind of better understand probably the relationship she probably had with my daughter. I can only imagine because since she was born, I was put on child support and I've been working all my life. I've been paying child support, still paying child support to this day. I work inside a steel mill inside Indiana, so I don't have no petty burger flipping job either. You know what I mean? I'm really providing. Make a long story short, the background behind her mother, before my daughter was conceived, she had some stuff going on with another guy. You know how shit go. Females got things going on. All right, I asked for a DNA test. You know, come back 99.99% mass. Cool, I bet. Oh, well, you can't see her until you start paying child support. I pick up a job instantly, right? I'm paying child support. She ducking and dodging me, won't allow me to see her. Cool, whatever. A couple of years go by, I'm still working, still paying child support. Because at this point, I feel like, look, even if she won't allow me to see my daughter, at least I'm paying child support. My daughter is saying something.
Mm-hmm.
The whole time, her mother fucking the money up. You feel what I'm saying? So when I'm seeing my daughter on different occasions, because there was a point where I was standing in the same city as my daughter, didn't even know it, but I come across her at an Easter egg hunt inside of the city, and I see my daughter, so I draw down on my baby like, hey, baby, I'm your daddy, you know what I'm saying? It's good to see you. If you ever need me, this is my number. Her mama instantly walk up, grab her, take her away. She come back with her second baby daddy at the time, who she has the rest of the kids with. He come back with like 3 other dudes. They got guns and shit. They trying to intimidate me. I have my family up there at the time. I have her siblings and my wife at the time, you know, up there with me. And, you know, they trying to intimidate me. I'm standing my chance for my family that I got with me. And she took my daughter away from the event. So there's no harm to my child and, you know, and them. It's more so I'm outnumbered. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I got my kids. So I'm more vulnerable than anything.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't tuck my taco. I let them know what it was. We in a public event. Of course, it's fire officials, it's police officers. They jam us up. They throw me on the car. By me never bringing my gun out, they couldn't hit me with a firearm or intimidation or nothing like that because I kept it concealed. Mm-hmm. Indiana has a concealed law. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Make a long story short, I go to jail for disorderly conduct, bond right out. I ain't even sit in jail for a couple of hours. Literally, bond right out. My OG come up there, bond me out. Make a long story short, fast forward. Now, I found out what school she's going to. I get off work. I found out what school she's going to. As soon as I get off, it's around lunchtime. I got off early. It's around lunchtime. I go to McDonald's, grab her a Happy Meal, pull up to her school, introduce myself again. You feel me? Now, at this time, my daughter had some type of surgery to where she couldn't have greasy food, and I knew nothing about it. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So when I come to the school, I get a school my ID. They look at her birth certificate, see my name on the ID. They bring her right down. I'm having lunch right with in the front office. The secretary, they looking right at us. I'm just talking to her. She enjoying her meal. I'm observing my daughter, seeing what type of clothes she got on, everything, and it's not looking like what it should with her receiving the type of child support she received from. You feel me? I'm just looking at this. I ain't say nothing. Mm-hmm. You know, hey, I'm your daddy. I know where you at. You might not know that I know where you at. I'm letting you know I know where you at. Mm-hmm. I'm still out here. I'm around, whether you know it or not, and I'm paying for it. So don't let nobody tell you you don't got no money. You got some money, right? All right. Back to my bid. Like I said, August rolling around. I'm sorry for being kind of all over the place.
No. Go ahead, bro. We got you. Go ahead.
So back to August. Like I said, July roll around. I'm working. I'm in Kimbrough. I'm in this work release program within, you know, the jail. I can only leave out to go to work and come back unless it's medical. Let me go to the hospital, whatever. But I got to be right back after. If it's not no business wise, a court. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So I finish out my bid. I got a 9-month bid. Now remember, I told you this is July, so I'm 3 months in on my bid. Mm-hmm. I got 6 months left, like 5 and some change. So August roll around. August 11th hit. I hit my mama up. She tell me, she like, yeah, your baby missing. What damn. So this was a Sunday. So inside this facility, you gotta, you know, write out passes for his business and everything like that. So this particular case manager who I had, you know, when she came in that Monday, hey, I need to go down to the Gary Police Department. Like, something ain't making sense to me. Ain't no way here, my daughter missing, and school finna start. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't make sense to me. And I'm in jail. I have no clue about what the fuck going on, but it just didn't sit right with me as a parent. So I'm like, I need to go to the Gary Police Department and file a missing person report. They said that she ran away. I don't believe my baby ran away. I need to file a missing person report. So she gave me the pass. I go over there to 5th and Polk in Gary. I go to 5th and Polk. It's a sergeant by the name of D. Jackson. I'll never forget his name. He an older cat with a gray-looking beard, goatee. He a black guy. Comes to the window. He like, well, with the mother already found her as a runaway, I can't allow you to file a missing person report. We got to follow through with the runaway report first. It's a certain amount of hours that we got to let pass by before we can file a missing person report. So, bam, I'm denied, right?
For a 13-year-old?
Yes, they denied me. I'm finna sue the hell out of them. Check it out. They denied me. I go back to the building. I let my case manager know. So I have everything in factual, like black and white, right? So she's like, okay, it's cool. I heard that CPS gonna come talk to you. So that was the agent. She came. It was like, I want to say September. It was like a month later. It wasn't even a couple of days later. You'll think they'd be, you know what I mean? Like, she missing. You'll think they finna come holler
Yeah.
at the other parent to see if I know anything or see if she got a cut. Nothing, right? So bam, a whole month go by. Nothing. So she finally come in and she asked me, did I know any whereabouts of my daughter? And I told her what I knew. Basically telling her like, shit, I pay child support. I didn't even know she was staying in Gary. Last I knew, she was staying in East Chicago when I had caught that charge. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, yeah, we ran your background. We seen that, you know, and we seen the reports and everything like that. So we know that she was alienating you from her. I'm like, yeah, so how can I possibly tell y'all anything? And she kept it from me. So I said, then I let her know. I'm like, and then I heard, you know, I got wind that she had got sexually assaulted numerous times. Mother didn't prosecute. These dudes done got away. Well, at least they think they have, but they didn't got away system-wise. You feel what I'm saying? But either way, how I feel like it's rigged in the system, and Casey is right, they have people within these law enforcement and these different government systems, is because 9 times out of 10, a motherfucker, a man can beat a woman ass out here in Indiana right now, and she say, I don't want to press charges. Guess who's going to pick it up?
The state.
So if my daughter got raped, y'all had did a rape kit and everything, whether her mother said she want to press charges or not, why didn't y'all pick up the charge?
Facts.
Okay.
Facts.
Now I'm just giving it to you from the angle that I know of the law, because I'm on the other side. I ain't with the blue. I'm against them. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I just got out their system, and they couldn't even. The FBI agents that went inside my baby mama house. This was in October. I was still booked. I didn't get out until December 21st of 2024. So I've only been home for shortly about 2 months. So you mean to tell me y'all go on her crib in October, and I still don't know? It's October, November, December, January, February. So it's 4 months now, going on 5. Mm-hmm. And I still don't even know who's the FBI agent over my daughter's case. Make it make sense. And then the grandmother that the FBI agent is keeping in cahoots with, she allowed my daughter to get raped in her home. Come on, man. This woman, Dalia Guerrero, she ain't no motherfucking saint. I told you, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be too belligerent on your platform. My bad.
No, you good. No. Fucking spill it how you gotta spill it, bro.
This is my daughter. You know what I mean? And I can only be who I am and give it to you raw. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know nobody on this earth besides these other parents that you said, Naziah. They probably the only ones on this earth that can actually feel my pain. For you, okay, I'm gonna just tell you right now, it's different. For you to sit down, this is my first bid I had ever did in Indiana. You feel me? I did one in 2013 in Cook County in the city, and but my kids were small, like they older now, so it's different. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's even more different because now my last bid I did was in 2013. I just sat down in 2024. That's 11 years difference of me being locked up. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not like I got a career going to jail. You feel what I'm saying?
I feel what you're saying.
I'm a working man. Like I said, I've been paying child support for 13, going on 14 years. And if it's an 11-year difference, I got it on the goddamn clock. I ain't on the block. I'm on the clock. You feel me?
How did you meet JaNiyah's mama?
High school.
High school.
No, I'm sorry. High school is where she was conceived. I knew JaNiyah McMichael since like the 3rd grade. She was my high school sweetheart. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's the first girl to question mark. This is why when I found out when she was 3 months pregnant and it was a guy that she was with for 5 months and she was telling him, you the daddy, and then turn around and told me I'm the daddy. Now I need a DNA test and I can't fuck with you. Point blank period.
Facts.
You feel me? I fuck with you always from the 3rd grade up to senior year. And you pull some shit like that. I can't fuck with you. I can't trust you. Your loyalty not there. I'm cool.
So has she changed from the way that y'all growing up into now? Like, have you seen her character change dramatically? I'm
gonna tell you right now, to me, it's a change, but it's worse. And I can't tell you because I'm not there with her every day. I'm just saying from what I've observed through certain interviews that she has done and her mannerism and how she speaks, she even nastier. She even dirtier. She even more evil, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is why. Okay, when Casey first kicked off this investigation, like you said, he was behind them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then my mother had contacted Casey, and then because I had told my mother, I said something ain't right.
Mm-hmm.
My mama contacted Casey. Casey contacted me. Casey pulled up to my job I was working at the time. I was still incarcerated at the time. He pulled up, I do an interview. Now, these interviews that he did with Jasmine, he got to tell her what to say. He got to take multiple takes. This is my first time ever meeting this man. And when he brought his phone up, and all he asked me was to ask me to give him publicly permission because she was trying to fire him. But she couldn't fire him, and my family hired him. Mm-hmm. But by me not being free to be able to publicly speak that, I had to have him come to me where I could send a message myself. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So bam, he pull up on me. I do the video. You can get back in contact with. Hey, just like man, how long did it take our dad to record that? You know, he looking for his daughter and he give you permission. Like how did he have to ask for a script or did he have to be recorded multiple times? That man gonna tell you. I took one video of that man and it was for about 2-3 minutes. He knew what the fuck he wanted to say, how he felt. He put it out there and that's what it was. I just feel like Jasmine, everything that she has done is scripted. A lot of these scripts don't add up. They counter and inflict, and that's just a guilty conscience. For you to tell news and KC and all these other journalists and reporters a whole description of what she had on prior to she left, but you were supposed to be asleep when she left out. Okay, I'm gonna just tell you right now. If I leave out this house at 2:00 in the morning, and I got a woman in the house, right? She don't see me leave. Could she possibly know what I got on when I leave?
No, hell no, she can't.
Okay.
Not at all.
How can you tell me from head to the toe what my daughter wearing, and you were supposed to be asleep, and she's supposed to snuck out? Okay? That's one red flag to me. Story ain't add up. Second red flag was the fact that, okay, not only did you explain to the T what she had on, for you to even give that type of description means one or two things. Either you was the last person that seen her wherever the fuck she went, or two, your guilty conscience is in you up and you subconsciously released that without even knowing you released that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no way in hell you gonna know what a person is wearing if they supposed to have dipped out. If I leave out my woman's house at the middle of the night, pack all my clothes and leave, she's not gonna know what I'm wearing. Even if I leave all my clothes, she's not going to know. She would have to literally go through every piece of linen I have to try to decipher what I'm wearing and still won't be able to do it.
Facts. So have you seen Jasmine since your daughter's been missing?
That woman won't talk to me. I talked to her one time while I was in that work release program. I had ended up acquiring her number. Through her mother. And because her mother reached out to me while I was in jail. I had them give me a cell phone because, like I said, I was working and everything. Mm-hmm. And I talk to people, you know, when I get out to go to work and my whole shift and handle whatever business I can handle before I go sit back down. JaNiyah's grandmother, Dahlia, reached out to me, give me Jasmine's number. Okay, mm-hmm. Cool. I call on one of my breaks. So my first question to her is, where the fuck is my baby? First thing she tells me is, Antonio, you don't know, but your daughter, she has gotten older and she real sassy. Like, she start, like, saying nothing but negative about her. As if I was going to back her into whatever she was going to end it with. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So I'm just listening. Oh, yeah, and she been talking to boys and she's supposed to be pregnant. I asked her when the last time her cycle was, and it's been 2 weeks. So I'm finna take her to the clinic, and I told her if she don't go to the clinic, then I was mad and I was gonna beat the baby out of her. I said, why the fuck would you tell my daughter you gonna beat the baby out of her? Like, that's crazy as hell. I said, then number two, you talk about that she left before you can take her to the clinic, but you don't even know if she's pregnant. You ain't giving no pregnancy test. This is just an assumption. Mm-hmm. You ain't gonna be late. She's 13. She's just probably barely getting one. The cycle ain't set. Like, man, I ain't a woman, but goddamn, I got other little girls that stay up under me, and they got their little shit, and I got Betty Pads. So I be, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't I ain't the mother where I monitor their period, but shit, at the same time, I know that, like, you can't just depict that she's just pregnant just because the period ain't came yet. Like, that's not how that goes.
Do you I know you were saying that the grandmother and I'm not gonna say we gonna say R. You know what I'm talking about. So you said the grandmama allowed her to be SA'd in her house. You have legitimate proof of that?
Okay, listen. I have conversation and text message from that woman. Voice recordings of that woman within my drive of when me and her was talking when it first kicked off, and I had told her how I got word that she was going to a bar. Like, she wasn't there willingly knowing that it happened, but when she got back and she knew that it happened, she didn't stop further 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 actions from happening, meaning that it continued. You feel what I'm saying? And she knew it at that point.
So is the person that they said that SA'd her, is that somebody who is friends or family of the grandmother?
That is actually my daughter's auntie baby daddy. So it's supposed to be her uncle. It's not the only one that SA'd my daughter. Jasmine's second baby daddy. I'm getting a lot, and this is why I don't say too much, because it's certain allegations and it's certain facts. So the certain facts is when CPS called me and told me that my daughter was sexually assaulted, SA, they gave me that boy's name and told me who he was, who in relation, and that he was no longer in the environment, and that's why they didn't take her out of the home. So this is not an allegation. This is a proven fact, and that's the one that she didn't prosecute.
And if you can remember, like, do you remember how old JaNiyah was when it's supposed to occur?
Well, see, I got this call a year ago, last January. So this was actually 3 months before I went and sat down.
So your daughter was probably like around 11 finna turn 12.
She was 12 finna turn 13.
12 finna turn 13.
Yeah, her birthday's April 28th. She finna be 14 this year. And you talk to a father who ain't never been able to be at a birthday party, ain't never been able to hold her. I know my daughter's birthday. I know way more than what a lot of people think I know about my daughter. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I said, I'm gonna give it to you raw. When I tried to file that missing person report, that sergeant denied me. And like I said, as this story has been unfolded, there's been a lot of allegations, and there's been a lot of things that line up that is just not right. And all I'm just gonna say is, in today's world, any child, I'm gonna say from 8 up to 17, and we talking a nice little median. These kids know how to work electronic devices better than we do. With them Roblox and TikTok and Snapchat, it's no way that this 13-year-old girl have not reached out to nobody in 8 months.
You fucking better tell them. And that's what I'm saying. It's just not going to happen like that. Hell yeah, they'll be doing something. They'll be posting something.
I'll put flyers out with my number. My mama put flyers out with her number. My sister, my brothers. There's multiple numbers. Now, I'm just going to put it out here. If she was trafficked, I'm going to tell you right now. If she was kidnapped, I'm going to tell you right now. That kidnapper, that trafficker, they're going to slip. They're human. They're going to slip. She would have been able to get a hold to her phone. Her picture is everywhere, all through social media, all put throughout the cities. Like, ain't no way in hell she ain't seen one of these numbers that could have called. Ain't no way in hell she ain't have an opportunity to slip away and just ain't run in the middle of the street where somebody could have found her. And, like, ain't no way in hell ain't nobody heard from her in 8 months straight.
Let me ask you another question, and it's gonna be a little raw. And I'm sorry to kick it like this, but we gotta, these women, they ain't safe. Do you think that do you think that JaNiyah's mother was the type of mother that would get money to allow men to do stuff to your daughter?
I can't say what she would and what she wouldn't do. I wouldn't put it past her. That's the best way I could put it. But I'm gonna tell you this right now. Within this situation and how everything been unfolding, how everything been going on, as a parent, when the second month rolled around and I was sitting in that bunk in jail, like I ain't no medium, I ain't no psychic, you feel me? but I am in tune with God. You feel me? God, I'm a Rastafarian. You hear what I'm saying? I'm a spiritual being, and I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I felt in spirit. Like, you can feel your children. You can feel when something ain't right, and I felt it. I felt it like something happened. I feel like, listen, that conversation that they had that night with my daughter before anything happened, I know that she was speaking to them for a fact. Some family members that have told me she was trying to get to know you and get to your side, and she would not allow it. And they was getting into it about it. I know that it probably got heated within that conversation. She's probably off the shits. Just gonna keep it raw with you. She's probably off the shits. Her and her girlfriend, they went to chastise my daughter, and it went left. And they trying to cover the shit up, and she didn't expect for it to get this broad, this much publicity.
Attention.
Like,
Yeah.
she was trying, yeah, she was trying to keep it like shallow, like on the hush, like, you feel. I don't want no media. I don't want nobody. Like, what? Our fucking baby business. We're gonna have every resource in motherfucking town, around the country, whoever I can fucking reach out to. I'm in jail, and I reached out to a whole private investigator through my OG. Hey, whatever he charged, or he ain't gonna charge me. He doing off the strip because he a father too. You know what it's like. I bet. Tell him I need him to holler till I come home. And he hollered for 8 months. 8 months. And he's still hollering. And he know I'm on top of business since I came home. I ain't playing. I've seen a lot of comments. You will be surprised. There's been so many messages that came to me early in the day. I know your daughter body. Yeah, just send me $50. I'll give you the look. Like, people did some sick ass shit that I wouldn't even play with nobody about. You feel me? But this is the world that we're living in, Dan. Like you said, we're living in our last days. It's not just our kids. You know what this situation did? You know what my daughter and Zaya, you know, you know what they daughters, you know what our daughters have done to like the situations as how society is with the black man. They take us out of our homes. These women push us out of our homes for these fucking government assistance that ain't really helping them with shit. You feel me? And then they get involved with nothing ass people and bring them around your kids and do all type of weird ass shit around your kids. And then when you come back home off of some shit that you had going on in the past, and I'm just speaking on me personally now, in my situation, but when you come back home, like, imagine sitting in jail, little baby missing, you can't even emotionally attach to it. So when you come home, guess what you are? You're still numb. I'm not going to, like, I'm infuriated until I see my baby in the condition she is in. I cannot show no type of emotion. And I know it sounds crazy, but I don't want to premeditate judgment, and I don't want to premeditate emotion until I know. And I don't want to premeditate do something to somebody, and I don't know for a fact that it got something to do with it. You feel what I'm saying? Not saying I'm threatening nobody, or that's what I'm on. But everybody who has something to do with my daughter, they going to see my face. Whether if it's in a court or in the street, they're going to see my face.
Well, your gut
And
feeling,
I have a list.
your gut feeling, is your gut feeling telling you that your baby mama might have had something to do with your daughter's disappearance?
Yeah. Yes. She was the last one with her. You gave a description. You gave the world a description, but you're saying she's missing, she ran away, and you were asleep. You know exactly where my baby at. How you gonna tell me what the fuck she got on, but you ain't see her when she left? You know where my baby at, man. You just told on yourself, shorty. It's cool though, cause I'm gonna catch your ass up in your shit, and I promise you, the shit ain't gonna smell good. Nobody's shit smell like roses.
How many kids do your baby mama have?
She got 7. My daughter was the oldest.
She has 7?
Yup.
And none of them are with her not right now?
Nope.
And she's still receiving benefits right now?
Yep.
So you mean to tell me that child support is still taking money from you even though your daughter is deemed missing and not here?
Yeah, I want me to upload the check stubs. I have no problem.
Now, I wanted to know that because I wanted to know kind of what Naziah might have been going through. Because I'm pretty sure they still collecting too as well. That's probably why they don't give a fuck that somebody's missing. I just wanted to know that.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna be real with you and tell you. I went to child support court myself. Let them know what was going on. The whole city of Gary is familiar with JaNiyah's situation. Okay, the feds came in, and I believe me, they're familiar with it. Okay, when I came in that office and I told them I wanted to try to stop my child support, they told me I had to file this, get a court date, Get all that. I got all of that. I got the court date, and you know what they told me at court about JaNiyah, and she was still in court with the rest. This court date was about her losing all her kids, JaNiyah and the rest of them. They told me about child support, and any type of judgment on JaNiyah will be premeditated without knowing the condition and where she is. So for that, therefore, all that continues. Don't nothing stop, because they don't know the state or the condition or where she might be. What? So you mean to tell me this woman ain't got my child, and y'all still gonna take my money for my child, for a child that she don't have? The system has failed us completely, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I never depended on the system, never did. But that go to show you how these women be so quick to run to that goddamn white man. Hey, judge, he not doing what I feel he should do. Can you make him do something? And they give him petty ass pay. Listen, man, I was paying $73 a week for my daughter. That can afford her some socks, drawers, a couple of outfits. If she saved 2-week payments from me, go grab her some nice pair of ones or some J's or something. You feel me? But it's still something, which amounts to $308 a month. You multiply that by 12, it's close to $5 to $6 grand a year.
Has she?
That you are getting for my child.
And she hasn't been working. Do she work, Jasmine?
No. When I file my taxes, I don't get taxes. They take it. They offset it for child support and take it. I've seen $5,000, $6,500, $8,900. Gets out, and they take it.
So as of right now, the city of Gary does not have an active. Do they have any active cases pending for your daughter? What do they have her status as being right now? A runaway, or what do they have redeemed that is in the system?
You know what? Your guess is as good as mine. The other day when I came in from work, can I tell you something? The other day when I came in from work, all right, there was a police officer that pulled up to the front of my house, right? They pulled up to the front of my house. I'm getting out my vehicle. I just got off at 6 o'clock in the morning. Like I said, I work in the mill. I'm doing 12s. Sometimes I work overnight. Sometimes I work during the day. It all depends on whatever they got going on. Make a long story short, I get off work. I'm fixing to go in my house. I'm opening up the door. It's an officer sitting in front of my house. He's looking for the address 5125. I'm not going to say my address, but let's just say my address is close to that number, but it's not that. Okay? Mm-hmm. So he hits the little sound like, so I turn around. What the hell? Like, that already run me wrong because I just came home. I mean, what the hell you doing in front of my... I ain't on no probation. I'm good. Like, I'm free. You feel me? So he's like, no, look, man. I'm looking for JaNiyah Jackson. I said, ain't no JaNiyah Jackson staying here. He said, it's a missing person report, and I'm just following up on the investigation. I said, I said, you want to know what's crazy? I said, if I was you, I'd feel like shit because you just pulled up on a man. I said, do you know anything about a JaNiyah McMichael Rogers? She was off the 19th of Virginia and went missing. He was like, yeah. I said, the feds hit. He was like, I was there when the feds hit the baby mama, your baby mama house. Mm-hmm. I went to my car. I pulled some flyers out of my glove compartment. I got a lot of flyers of my daughter everywhere, in my house, in my car, like everywhere. I go and give him a couple of flyers. He was like, yeah. She was like, I'm familiar with this case. I said, well, why you looking for JaNiyah Jackson? Make sure you look for JaNiyah too. You know what I'm saying? Because at that moment, it's like, how do you even think of the matter of you just pulled up on somebody, and it's just ironic. Mm-hmm. It's just ironic. You feel what I'm saying? But that also reflects that Gary police officer, and he probably went back to his colleague like, hey, we need to get back on this shit because her daddy home, and he out here, he got flyers. He just handed me my whole handful of them. Yeah, pass these around. Give them back to your department. Everybody that took these flyers down while I was here, listen, it was flyers up for my baby from August to I say about November once it started getting cold.
Let me ask you something. Like, have you tried to reach out to Jasmine since that first time, and she's just taking you to the left, or have you tried to reach out to her after that first time you talked to her?
Yes, I have. I've tried to call. My number is blocked. I've even reached out. She had got on another platform from a TikToker journalist, and that same TikToker journalist had got in contact with me and had put me on the live shortly a few days after she had did a live with my baby mama. I was telling her, like, hey, see if you can, have her reach out to me. Tell her, like, I'm trying to holler at her. Like, How can you talk to all these people? You talk to Casey, you talk to the news, you talk to all these journalists, but
And
you
not the
can't talk to
father.
the man. You can't talk to the man that you made the baby with. Like, that's crazy work. That's crazy.
When is
I deserve some
when
type of answer. Like, that's my child too. Like, come on, man. I done bust my ass for 13, 14 years paying you, and you ain't do shit that you supposed to do with the money. And now I look up and my baby fucking missing, and you can't even tell me nothing. You can't even acknowledge me. I'm not even here. Like, me or my baby don't exist no more. You got me fucked up. My bad. Excuse me.
on the flip side, let me ask you a question, because I'm gonna be raw and direct with it. Do you feel guilty for not being present? That you got hemmed up, and do you feel like is it sitting on your chest because you feel like a majority of it could be your fault? Because do you feel like
Nope.
if you was out, this
Nope.
wouldn't have happened?
Nope. 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 Reason why I say that is my child was already alienated from me all her life. Even if I was free. Remember I told you I was free 11 years paying child support. She would not allow me to be a part of my daughter's life. So that means whatever she wanted to do with my daughter, she was doing it. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the thing. When these women had these kids, they are the custodial parent. They can do whatever the fuck they want to do with our child. No matter how that mother might be. You feel what I'm saying? And
Ha-
that's just how it is.
But let me ask you another question. Have you like, when she was trying to give you pushback about seeing your kids, did you try to take her to court for joint custody?
Yes.
Okay.
I already had joint custody. When I did that DNA test and they told me she was 99.99% mine, and either I can choose to forfeit being responsible for her or put my name on the birth certificate and pay child support, guess what I chose? My name is on her birth certificate, and I've been paying child support. So I have filed with the courts. They gave me the runaround with court date, took money from me. I had to pay $55 just for a pro se motion, just to bring it up in court. Never got a court date behind my $55. When I tell you this system plays with the father like it's a toddler at the playground playing and some woodchucks, that's exactly what it is. This,
If
I,
this
I, I understand why there's so many questions, for me, for it's like, did you travel? Was you there? Do you feel like, and my best thing I can tell y'all is, the world, I try my best to be a part of my daughter's life. And when she didn't allow me to, I try my best to still provide for my daughter, whether she's going to allow me to be a part of her life or not. I will not. Number one, I will not do something because it was at a point, like I said, I was catching the case behind
facts,
just trying to be a part of my daughter's life.
I got
So
it.
now you're risking me for being a part of my other 5 kids. Like, JaNiyah is not just my only child. I love
Facts,
all my kids equally.
facts.
You feel what I'm saying? But I'm not going to allow you to take me out of their life all because you got some type of temporary father for JaNiyah and her life. That's not fair.
True.
And just the same reason when I got out right now, I could have went Rambo. But that's only going to send me right back to jail. I'm not trying to go. I'm trying to still be free and do what's right for my kids. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like,
Absolutely.
that's why I just got this mill job. That's why I'm pursuing different career bases. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm trying to do it the smart and responsible way, because guess what? If the feds is involved on this case, believe me, they know I was locked up. They know I just got out, and if body starts dropping, guess who they're gonna look for?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What is your heart telling you? Do you feel in your heart that your daughter is still here in a
No.
physical form?
But no, that's what I told you earlier.
You
I
just
felt that when I was locked up.
that feeling you felt. You feel like
Yeah.
you was able to feel the moment that she left us.
No, I can't personally say I felt the moment when she left us.
I mean, but
When it,
you had that parent feeling like
yeah.
something bad happened.
Once the story, listen, you can only move off of what you're aware of.
Yeah.
And once I was aware of the situation and I start analyzing it and just reading her mannerism, listening to what she's saying, and just adding the shit that don't. If it's not mathing, the math ain't mathing. And if the math ain't mathing, that's what put in my heart. Like, okay, I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. It's August. Let's see what it's like a month or 2 down the line. She ran away. Usually kids come back within 2 weeks. All right, 2 weeks flat back. A month flat back. 2 months flat. All right, and ain't nobody heard from her. I'm talking to Dahlia. Ain't nobody heard from her. Talking to her auntie. Nobody, my side. Nobody. Friends. I'm talking about, I've had people on Facebook, they kids go to school with my child. This dude, his name is Michael. I ain't gonna even put his name out there. He inboxed me. Hey, bro, I know you don't know me, but my daughter went to school with your daughter, and that's her friend. She said she has not heard from your daughter since the last day of school. Okay? So I say, damn, since the last day of school? I'm like, because her mom saying August 11th. He's saying, last year, they used to play at the park. His daughter and my daughter used to play at the park together, kick it all the time. He said that his daughter has not heard from my daughter the whole summer.
So that would be that would have been the last time his daughter would have seen your daughter would have been roughly around
Exactly.
June.
Last day of school. Which is when her grandmother had brought up some cupcakes to the school or something like that. And Jasmine had a big fuss about that. And it was some more stuff that I wasn't around at the time. But
I get it.
that would be the last time. And even Dahlia said it herself. I asked, I say, so when was the last time you seen my baby? She said, Tony, I'm not going to lie to you. It was the last day of school. I said, okay, because that's what I'm getting word to. She said, I love my daughter, but my grandbaby, I don't play about my grandbabies, and she haven't let me see her since June, and she's saying that she's missing since the 11th. I don't know what Tony, like, just kind of to run around, but she's trying to have her daughter back, but at the same token, like, she know what the fuck her daughter probably capable of, and know that her daughter probably did something. They probably all got something to do with it. To be honest with you, I don't put it past none of them.
If our feelings are incorrect and your daughter was to see this video that's gonna be out tomorrow, what would you say to her?
JaNiyah, baby girl, listen, this is your daddy, Antonio Marquis Rogers. If you hear me, call me. And I don't even care about putting my number out there publicly. It's already out there on the flyers. 312-834-1355. Call your daddy. I will come get you wherever you at. Wherever you at. Wherever you are at. And you're going to be A1. Your daddy got you. Just call me. Let me know. Wherever you at.
Have y'all had a memorial for JaNiyah yet?
I have done nothing because I feel like that's kind of premeditated, you know.
Yeah, I get it.
Memorial is kind of for people that shot
that
somewhere.
You know for a fact that.
Memorial that
what about a balloon release? Have you had a visual or anything? Have y'all had one of those in Gary?
That's why I'm doing a prayer meetup. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm
March
doing a prayer
1st.
meetup on the 1st.
Okay, yeah, I got the dates for that.
I have some flyers flowing through social media right now. Tell your followers, man, they can add me on my Facebook. I'm mainly on Facebook. Wooda Rasta, WOODA RASTA. My daughter JaNiyah is my profile picture, so you'll know if you got the right one. It's a black and gray and white picture.
Okay.
The flyers is on my Facebook page. It is in Gary. It's not too far from where she went missing. So it's a little ways away, but it's definitely within the city that my daughter went missing. And I just want to kind of bring my spirits up about the situation. Like I said, it's been 8 months. I'm not giving up on my daughter. Never will. Like I said, I just can't really draw certain emotions how I see my daughter and see what state she in and where she at. You know what I mean? But yeah, March 1st is a prayer meetup at this church, and I hope it's open to the public. I hope to see, a lot of your followers and viewers there. Just come out and support me and my daughter, man. I'm just trying to, like I said, pray up, and we're going to be starting up some search events as well, where we digging up this ground and going in these waters around the surrounding Gary. I'm not letting up, and whatever cost dollar amount I gotta do overtime to make it up, you know what I mean, and get scuba divers to go in these waters and whatever it is, I don't care. I move waters, I move mountains, I move all type of glaciers while I was locked up. Don't think I'm not gonna do it while I'm free.
I hear that for real. And so then my last question before we wrap up is, do you know if they physically, like, did any neighbors or anybody, did anybody else can coincide that they seen her around August, or they just, nobody really knows shit?
No, ma'am. And I've spoken to surrounding neighbors. I've even spoken to some some insight that I know, certain, like I said, I just got out. So I'm very in cahoots with the gangs and who around where and what they got going on. So believe me, I got the streets looking. I got everybody. Nobody can save my daughter. And I do not believe she is sex trafficked. I believe my daughter is somewhere very close to that location of where she went missing, which is her house. I believe my daughter is somewhere around there. Somewhere around there.
My assistant reached out to you. Can you do me a favor? Can you give me the address? Don't do it over here on the line, but to the last place that she was missing at. Just send that to my assistant and stuff in the email. I just want to look at some things around that area and stuff like that too.
Do you have my email?
I think let me see. Do we got your? Let me see if I got your email. What is your email, just in case I don't have it?
Okay, it's gonna be woodashota@gmail.com. WOODASHOTTA.
Okay.
@gmail.com.
Okay.
So believe me, man, this is my business email. You feel me? Like, I don't play no games out here.
And I got your I jotted down your number too just a minute ago. That's on the flyer as well. Listen, I appreciate for you taking the time out to spread more awareness about your daughter, because listen, bro, I know it's a lot of things and barricades in front of you, but what I don't want you to do is what you're doing right now is to never fucking stop. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. But I'm gonna still have my assistant to reach out to you. Please make sure you just check your email and check your stuff like that, because I'm gonna try to make it down in March 1st for the prayer meetup. There's just a lot of things. My heart just goes out to you so much, brother, and I just appreciate you being active when you come out. Because listen, hey, all of this helps, and I pray that we're able to find your daughter in the physical form. You know what I'm saying, alive and well. But either way it go, we just want to find her, period. And we gonna my platform is on here right now, and you got allies in us, bro. So don't ever feel like whatever you need, if you got some updates, reach out to me. I'll make sure that we can spread it so we can get awareness out of here and everything like that. Because hey, it's gonna take us. Without us, nothing gonna happen. Because we know how 12 and shit is.
Take a village.
Facts. It definitely take a village. I appreciate you, Antonio. I do. Is there anything that you want to say to the supporters before we head off?
Yeah. Actually, I want to thank you. Shit, you support me right now.
No, all love, bro.
And your supporters as well. And man, just know that y'all not following or y'all not chasing a long story right now. Like, this is something that's happening within smaller black communities and not being aware, pushed awareness on. You know what I mean? So I appreciate everybody just tapping in and just paying attention to smaller communities and not all these celebrities and what these celebrities got going on, because there's bigger things happening within our faith and we don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to say I thank you for, like I said, allowing me on your platform to give you my story, let you know my narrative, so that way these people can know, like, no, her father not like a lot of these fathers that y'all think. You feel what I'm saying? He a trying father. Like, he might have had a little bit, but he handled his business. He was still handling business while he was handling business. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Still on business, and I appreciate that and love y'all. And I look forward to seeing y'all if y'all can come out. If y'all can, I know it's still love and support, and I appreciate y'all from afar.
Absolutely, bro. Thank you so much for calling in, bro.
All right, appreciate you, sis.
All right. Yeah, this shit done pissed me off, y'all. Oh, and I can't drink. I want to drink so damn bad. You don't even understand. It's just. The more we do a deep dive into some of these women, it's terrible. I think what's fucking me up, y'all, these cases are so eerily similar. They so similar, but the same outcome. We got two people that's just never been found, and even though they declared Naziah no longer with us, it's just still sickening to me that it's no urgency when wanting to bring her home. Fuck what y'all think. Fuck what the evidence surmise. Why are we stopping at a conviction and not bringing her home? Now, I know a lot of people get mad at me, but I don't understand that type of shit. You got a conviction and then you got bringing her home. Those are two separate entities. What the fuck do we care about just the conviction for? The point is, we need to bring the baby home. You know what I'm saying? To be able to bury them properly if needed. You know what I'm saying? And people's urgency stopping just because there's a guilty verdict pisses me off. Because what it makes it seem like is these children is just disposable. You could throw them away like trash and nobody seems to care. We had a little boy that was buried in the backyard that was just thrown away like trash, like rubbish. You know what I'm saying? We have JaNiyah, nobody knows nothing. You know what I mean? And it's just pissing me off because they're so similar. And you know, and everything matters. These mothers and aunties and grandmamas is dropping the ball. We are relying on facts. Neither one of y'all can provide what these babies had on when they left. And it makes me say, what the fuck are we doing in the cribs? 2 13-year-olds. 2 babies. With babies. And not one adult can physically say with 100% certainty what these babies had on. Somebody make it fucking make sense. Boy, I swear to God. I swear to God. It pisses me off. It pisses me off. It pisses me off more than I can even imagine. And the thing about it is, you know, the stigma that's surrounded by black and brown kids going missing. You know, they always classified as fucking runaways. I tell you, boy, shit be getting me hot. I be getting hot, bro. I love the fact that we have men like Casey, you know, putting his life and putting everything on a hold because of ethics. And that's the problem, bro. We don't got ethics anymore. The codes has even changed. It used to be a point where, like Casey said earlier, women and children wouldn't even be touched. Now some of the women are the ones that is allowing the touching. It's fucked up because some of our worst enemies are our mothers. Shit we ain't signed up for. It's fucking horrible, bro. Look, I'm going to be spreading all of this shit. Y'all think I'm playing. I'm going to try to get out there March 1st. That's Saturday. That's in a couple days. 6 days. I'm going to try to make it out there. I want to be able to hug that man. I do. I want to be able to hug KC. Because I'm not even going to lie to you. When I'm looking at the energy that KC is putting into the JaNiyah's case, I would have prayed for somebody to be on that same type of time with Naziah. Same type of time with Naziah. You know what I mean? It's troublesome to me. It's troublesome with me. Y'all, listen. Let's just do our part. When y'all see me spreading these flyers, all you got to do is post it. You will be surprised what one person might know from seeing just something. It's free. If you don't want it on your page, put it on your story. You know niggas gonna see it. Put it on your TikToks. We spread and we share all these news about Diddy and all these other fucking celebrities that don't know nothing about us. We are out here in the trenches for real. Them celebrities and shit that we idolizing and getting tea from, they ain't know where we at. We out in the trenches for real. Our babies is going missing for real. You think North finna go missing? Huh? You think Saint about to go missing? Huh? We in the trenches, bro. Listen, if we can't share this shit, if we don't start conversations and have these conversations about these babies, guess what? Ain't nobody gonna know. It's crazy that we gotta spark a flame before we get awareness to anything. But if I gotta be the flame, I'ma be it. Fuck that. I'm ready. I am suited and booted for this shit. Cause people ain't finna play with my intelligence. Like dead ass serious, man. This is pissing me off. Now listen, for the people who missed this, I'm sorry. Or whatever, it will be up in the morning because I got to take the music out. YouTube be tripping. And I be forgetting to take the music out. But all of this will be up. You know what I mean? Or whatever. I'll probably have dad stuff up tonight. And I have KC stuff because it's stuff that I want to put with it. Numbers and contact information that you guys need to have. Listen, all you got to do is just spread this stuff, y'all. We got 2 babies that's out here. 2 babies. 2 13-year-olds. Can we let this sink in? Can we also look at the fact that nobody started shit until a month later on both cases? On both cases, we are a month behind. You understand? Do you understand what I'm saying, Shawty? This is so eerily similar. It's pissing me off. Being touched by uncles and grandmothers and knowing it and shit like that, bro. It's pissing me off. It really is. Bro, like seriously, what I've been doing, because I can't smoke and drink, what I've been doing is I've been lifting. I'm finna go pump some iron. Twitchy will be back in a minute because I know it's some videos that I had to get to when it came down to my TOOTIE Uncensored. Hold on one second because it's one little clip that I want to be able to share before we get up off of here.
She was last seen leaving.
This is gonna be her mother. This is when Casey, and I want you to listen to what she said. This is gonna be JaNiyah's mother, okay? And this is with Casey that you see there. Casey talk like Suge Knight, but look like Joe Budden. Casey, you look like a combination of people. I'm gonna tell you when I see your ass. Hey, hold on. Let me see. Let's look at it. Look.
She was last seen leaving home off of Virginia Street in Gary, Indiana, around Sunday night. She was last seen leaving home off of Virginia Street in Gary, Indiana, around Sunday night.
I don't believe her. Listen, I've been around the block. Girl, go somewhere and sit your thick ass down. For real. Your daughter out here missing and you lying. You know what I mean? The least you could do if as a mother, when you know you done failed 7 kids, is tell the truth. Like, y'all don't understand some of y'all females, bro. Y'all get on my fucking nerves. I'm sorry. Y'all stay tuned. Hold on one second. Yeah.